Hey everyone, so a company called Viofo got in touch with me and asked if I would review one of their dash cameras. Now initially I wasn't going to do it because if you follow the channel you will know that I recently did a dash camera review video and I've had no problems with that dash camera. However, when I looked into this dash camera I realised that this has some pretty amazing security features. This really goes above and beyond what I would expect from a dash camera. So I've agreed to it and I'm looking forward to setting this up and seeing how good it is. So they have sent me the A329S. So yeah, let's check it out and see what it's like. So this is a 3-channel dash camera and there are different variants of this. I've got the one with the inside rear camera and the cabin camera. But you can get an outside rear camera, which I would advise if you have slightly tinted windows. I do have slightly tinted windows at the back, but I know from experience that I cannot feed another camera out the back without drilling some serious holes in the door, and I'm not prepared to do that. So I've gone with the internal rear camera, and this one has the inside cabin camera. So anyway, let's get this open and see what she is like. We have a 12-volt connector here, so you can just plug this straight into your cigarette lighter in your car. So this will be the main camera. Nice looking camera. The camera is there, that can pivot. Nice screen and some nice buttons. Now I'm quite happy this dash camera has a screen. I wanted one with a screen because now I can like save the images there and then without having to mess about with an app. So I'm happy with that. So this is the fisheye interior camera, nice and small, and this will be the rear camera. And they've sent me a hardwiring kit, which I'm very excited about, because if you hardwire this up, there are some pretty amazing security features, which we're going to get into in a minute, which is the main reason I agreed to do this collaboration. So the front camera shoots in 4K, and then the interior and rear camera shoot in 2K. And this does have SD storage. You can actually hook up a 4TB SD storage unit, which is pretty good, especially if you use it for the security features. So this does have built-in Wi-Fi, which is pretty good if you're out and about and you want to download some of the footage onto your phone via the app. You can log in and do that. You don't need to have mobile data on your phone, so that's pretty good. And it is Wi-Fi 6. Now, I'll be honest, people, I don't know what Wi-Fi 6 actually means, but it sounds better than Wi-Fi 5, doesn't it? So this does have Sony Starvis 2 for all 3 channels. So the device does also have voice activation features, certain commands you can tell it what to do, like to save the footage and that sort of thing. That's pretty good. So when I first heard about the interior camera, if I'm honest, my first thought was, well, why would I need that? But then I realised just how wide the camera angle is, and I realised that actually it captures down the side of the van. And also there's some circumstances where that is quite handy. If you lend your car out to your kids, I mean assuming they're legal age, you can then keep an eye on them and make sure they're not drinking a beer whilst they're driving or doing anything stupid. So you do get some sticky film that you put down on the window before you put the camera up. So I'll just put that there. Now, obviously you want to clean the window first, and you want to make sure you put the camera within the bit that's covered by the wipers. Just peel that off there. Peel this off. And obviously we want to make sure that the camera is the right way up. Yeah. And we're just going to stick that there. So I have run the cable through here, underneath here, out here, and then fed it all the way along inside here, and it was pretty easy, to be fair. Look at that, don't even need the shimmy tool. Lovely and easy. And we'll just pull this bit down, feed the wire in here. Through here, this little join here. And then we'll go along the top here. I'm going to stick the front one there. So I've already stuck the main camera at the top there, and I'm just going to put the cabin camera next to it. Yep, there we go. Now that might not be the best place, and I might decide one day to switch them around and have them the other way. Now you do get spare sticky pads, so you can do that if you're not happy with where you put them. And then the power cord has just gone along the top here, down through between this console and the window, through here, underneath there, and then up here, and then into the cigarette lighter port there. Now there is a USB-C thing there as well, so you can also charge your phone from that. Now this is just temporary. Like I said, I'm going to have this hardwired in pretty soon, but somebody else is going to do that for me. So this is just temporary to get me going. Is she going to turn on? She should tell me if she's turned on or not. Well, the lights have come on. She's making some noise.
Recording. 3 channels started.
3 channels recorded. Well, we're good to go then. So let's get out there, people, and see how good these cameras are. So this is the front camera filming in 4K 30 frames per second. Now if you only have 2 channels or less recording, then the front camera will record in 4K and 60 frames per second, which will be better quality. However, I still think this is fantastic quality. I can clearly read number plates from cars in front of me. So yeah, I'm very happy with that. So this is nighttime filming with the HDR function on, which helps balance the lighting in overly bright or overly dark areas to avoid overexposure. So this is the rear camera filming in 2K. Now it is filming through a tinted window. That is going to add some distortion and blur, but I still think that is amazing quality. So this is the cabin camera with a wide angle of 210 degrees. Now that's pretty good. If a car comes and hits into the side of me here, I'm going to get a lot of that on camera. Now yeah, I might not get their number plate, but I'm going to get what actually happened on camera, which will be very useful for insurance purposes. So another good thing about an inside cabin camera is that it will pick up police interaction. Should you be pulled over and a policeman thinks you're on your mobile phone when you're not, you have evidence that you were not on your mobile phone. Now this cabin camera is pretty good for someone like me who makes YouTube videos as well, because I can pick up interaction with people when I arrive on campsites and stuff like that. So if you do make videos like me, this is a good feature. So this is the cabin camera filming at night normally, and this is the cabin camera filming with 4 infrared LEDs, which preserves more details in low light conditions. So one thing I absolutely love about this dash cam, which is kind of the selling point for me, is that when it's hardwired in, it has a low powered impact detection mode. So the camera will go into standby mode, and then if somebody knocks into your van, within 2 seconds it will come on and start recording, and it will record for 1 minute and then it will turn off. Unless it detects more impacts, then it will extend that 1 minute to 3 minutes. Now I think that is amazing. I think that's a fantastic feature, and when you consider that those cameras cover almost all the way around the van and inside the van, that's pretty damn good. That is pretty damn good indeed. Now there are also other features like time lapse, so you can have it set so it just does a time lapse when you're parked up, and a low bit rate, so it will keep recording but the quality will be lower so that it can record for a lot longer. So another great parking mode is the auto event detection. Now when that detects motion, the camera will start recording from 15 seconds before it detected the motion to 30 seconds after it detects the motion. So that's pretty good. So having different settings for the parking mode is really beneficial for different circumstances. For instance, if I'm parked in my driveway here, it would be pretty silly to have the motion sensor on, because the camera is going to constantly go off because of all the cars passing. So I will have the impact detection setting on. However, if I was in a rural place and there were no cars passing, then it would be a different story. Then I could have the motion detector on, so that way I can detect any time somebody walks past the vehicle. So yeah, pretty decent. I'm really happy with these features, you know. I think they are really good. I think they offer a lot in the way of security. And this does have hybrid parking, which is a fantastic feature. Now what that does is it combines 2 parking mode features together. So you can set the camera to auto event detection or low bitrate recording or time lapse. You can set that up for a certain amount of time, and then after that time has expired, it will switch to the low current impact detection mode. So if you're a bit longer than expected, you're not draining too much current from the battery. So that's pretty damn amazing, really. So I think those parking mode features are fantastic. I love that additional security. If you're going into a dodgy area and you're going to park up, you know that your van kind of has surveillance going for it. Now, obviously, that's not going to prevent crime, but if somebody did, say, break your window and steal something from inside your van, you've got it on camera. You know, so you've got that going for you when it comes to insurance policies, and you can pass that on to the police. So yeah, I really think that those additional features, parking mode features, are fantastic, and I'm really chuffed with them. So this hardwiring kit does have 4 cut-off options. So once this is hardwired in, you can set it so that it won't completely drain the battery. You've got little settings on here, so it will cut out once it drains a certain amount of battery power. So this is perfect for someone like me who, I don't use this vehicle every day. I don't. A lot of the time I'll just park up and leave it, maybe for over a week. Well, this will stop it from draining the battery, because once it gets to a certain point, it will cut off. So that is fantastic. Really happy with that. So you do have to buy the hardwiring kit separately. It doesn't come with the unit. Now, it looks like it's reasonably easy to hardwire in. However, I hate messing about with electrical stuff, so I'm going to get someone else to do it for me. So yeah, that's going to be even easier. Now, I think you can take stuff like this to Halfords and they'll hardwire stuff in for you. So if you can't do it yourself, there are options to get places to do it for you. But it's not meant to be too hard. Just a few wires there that you connect somehow. But yeah, I ain't going to do it. Someone else will do it. So there are a lot of other fantastic features to this dash camera. Now, I've only covered the stuff that won me over and made me want to agree to do this collaboration, but I will leave a link in the description of this video for the website. Check it out and see what you think. There's different models, different versions. You don't have to have a 3-channel one, you can have a 2-channel, just a front and back. So yeah, check it out and see what you think, people. So if you're new to the channel, people, I normally do campsite review videos. I come out to campsites like this, I check out the campsite, I check out the facilities, and then I'll explore the local area. If you think that's something you might be interested in, why not watch one of these campsite review videos here? I do also do the odd product review video like this video, if there's a product that I think will benefit me and the channel. So there's a few of them on the channel as well. Yeah. Anyway, that's the end of this one then, people. Thanks for watching, keep living the dream, and I'll see you soon.